Hello, this is Nina, and I want to thank you for watching my videos. I'm going to talk a little bit about juicing and share this with you. I'm going to make it really short because I did a video yesterday and I was going to upload it, but it was really long and I really couldn't get it all in there like I wanted to, so I just wanted to start over again. First of all, I'd like to tell you that, I encourage you to juice, and don't be discouraged if you have a couple of weeks that are, have setbacks. And as far as the financial part of the juicing, I recommend that you, buy things on sale, and when something is marked down, take advantage of it, and maybe use it that day or the next day. Be real careful about, spending too much money. And only spend money on the things that you know that you're going to use, because sometimes we get excited about juicing, and we might buy a whole bunch of stuff, and it goes wilted, by the time that we get, we prepared to juice. So if you have the opportunity to go to the farmer's market or some produce stand or even a grocery store that's close by, you might want to go several times a week. Now, I know that juicing can be quite expensive, but think about the health benefits of it. And if you don't do juicing a whole lot, you might want to just do it maybe once a week, and then maybe bump it up to 3 or 4 times a week, and then maybe do it once a day, then maybe twice a day. And once you see the health benefits, you'll understand why it's worth every penny of it. But because we're all facing a financial interest, we have interest in the finances big time now, I would recommend that you just take your time and buy the things that are in season and on sale. And generally, carrots are always pretty much affordable, and cabbage always is. It's one of the less expensive veggies. And start with those 2 things. And whatever fruit is in season, like right now apples and pears and oranges are, use those. And if you can't find one of those 2, just, improvise. But there isn't a wrong way when it comes to juicing. And any kind of juice is better than no juice, right? Well, I wanted to tell you real quick that during the holidays I had a couple of setbacks. After visiting lots of relatives, spending the night at in-laws' houses, and all the things that go with holidays, I didn't get a chance to juice every day like I normally do. And so therefore, I started to feel the effects of it. And as a testimony to you, I wanted to share with you that indeed having more juice in my life, I did see the difference in going back to like whatever, an everyday meal of heavy food and processed foods and greasy things and lots of gravy. Not that those things don't taste good, and not that I'm advocating you ban those things from your life, because it's a personal choice. But think about the fact that what's practical, and you can eat those things, but it needs to be in moderation. And if you're like me, after juicing and seeing the benefits, you're almost turned off by those things because you know the adverse effects it has on your body. But anyway, I ate these foods, and I got a stomachache that lasted for several weeks. And the pain was kind of just not really getting so bad that I felt like I needed to go to the hospital, but it wasn't ever really going away. It would get worse at times, but some of those things. So what I ended up doing is going to the doctor, because my husband pretty much urged me to, and I did. And they ran a lot of tests, and fortunately everything came back to normal. The only thing that they couldn't completely rule out is gallstones, and that's because they have to do a sonogram to check that out. But all the tests that lead up to that, the other tests were like the breath test, which was, I think, for gastrointestinal problems. Everything else came back normal. The blood test came back normal. The urine test came back normal. So I'm happy about that. I opted out of the sonogram because I figured that a lot of this was due to eating habits. And so, sure enough, after 3 days of completely juice fasting, which means that I ate nothing at all solid, but I only drank water, or water with lemon, hot and cold, different versions of it, ginger water, and then, of course, having my juice, which consisted of a large amount of beets every day, and cabbage, carrots, and celery, broccoli, and things like that. I felt 100% better. The pain went away, the bloating went away, and I have not had that problem. The doctor called me like on the second or third day of my juicing because, you know, she wanted to do a follow-up. And I told her that I felt better and that it was probably because of the juice, and she was kind of interested in knowing more about it, but basically she told me to come back to see her if something, you know, if I start feeling bad again. And I can honestly say that I do know that the reason why my stomach was hurting and I felt out of whack inside and outside was because of the food choices that I made. Now, don't get me wrong, I didn't sit there and inhale everything I saw, but imagine going from eating or drinking wholesome organic juices that I make at home and having Ezekiel breads and plain yogurt without anything in it except for fresh fruits like berries and things, homemade excuse me, homemade stone wheat crackers and things like that. Going from that to like cream corn with butter, you know, oozing out of it, and mashed potatoes that are buttered and gravied up and everything, and all different kinds of greasy food. And there was nothing green in most of these people's houses. I'm not going to put them down for what they cook because that's their choice. They can do whatever they want with their bodies. But when you visit people, the hard thing is trying to adapt to your way of eating to theirs.